Super Speedway. Hello to all of you that are watching right now. This is being carried on multiple platforms for a very good reason.
Absolutely. This place, of course, is known for the 2 Cup Series races a year, the Bass Pro Shops race. We've got the Food City 500. But this venue has proven there's nothing they can't do. We've hosted football games here, concerts, monster trucks, and now a new event. And if you look up above you, this is home to Colossus TV. It is the world's largest outdoor center-hung, in-arena, big-screen television. This place is special. One little thing I want to note. When you came through the tunnel, you saw this big sign. It's Bristol, baby. You mentioned the big names here. Earnhardt, Wallace, Petty. Earnhardt Jr. coined that phrase when he went to Victory Lane 20 years ago. So that's where we are. It's Bristol, baby, and it's unlike anywhere else.
Yeah, I think we just get right to it. Get right to the big news. And for the announcement, we've called on some familiar faces to baseball and racing fans alike. Let's watch this video.
Matchup away.
Doesn't get bigger than this one.
This series was billed as the biggest of the year in baseball.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Welcome to an unprecedented event in the world of sports. Because it's Bristol.
I'm sorry. This side. Find out what we have. Got
Drivers are strapped in and we're America's favorite pastime. It's the high-octane excitement of NASCAR. I got one question for you. Who's the real Junior? Is it Ken Griffey Jr. or Dale Earnhardt Jr.?
Dale Earnhardt Jr. after winning the night race at Bristol.
Dale, you're not the real Junior.
Deep right field. Junior has homered as a ref.
I'm the real Junior. I may not be Junior, but I am the closer.
Final lap. Harvick wins again.
Buckle up.
The Atlanta Braves and the Cincinnati Reds
Are coming to the historic Bristol Motor Speedway. You know what they say? It's Bristol, baby. It's Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol, baby.
I am fired up. That video gets it going, right? And it's big news. The Braves and Reds are going to square off Saturday, August 2nd, 2025, right here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Speedway Classic, presented by BuildSubmarines.com. Now, it's going to be a spectacle. If you want to get information on tickets that go on sale, sign up right now, MLB.com/Speedway Classic. Get all your info. Now, we have some special guests up on the stage I want to introduce you to. This guy next to me is focused on building a strong workforce locally, quality education, economic development, public safety, supporting families in Tennessee. Now he's bringing an MLB game to the state. Please welcome Tennessee Governor Bill Lee, everyone. Also joining us is a man who leads MLB's efforts to take baseball to exciting new locations and create events to showcase the league and players worldwide. Please welcome the VP of Global Events for Major League Baseball, Jeremiah Yolcutt. Jeremiah, I'll start with you. You guys have taken games abroad, internationally, locally to such unique events. What is it about these special MLB events that are so important for the sport?
Thanks, Greg. First, I want to say thanks to our hosts here at Bristol. What a great day this will be for the next year of planning. To be in the state of Tennessee, thank you to Governor Lee for hosting us here. Certainly a special day for us. Special event games are really a unique opportunity. Listen, Greg, as you know, we put on games across this country every night, 162 times a year. at all of our great ballparks, including Great American, Truist. And those are great opportunities for our fan bases in all those local markets to engage with our sport on a regular basis, to watch on TV, and to get the expected. What special event games do for us when we bring them to different locales across the globe is we're really able to amplify what baseball means to local communities and the storylines that we're able to tell. As you know, the game continues to grow, attendance is up. But there are folks that don't always get to go to one of our 30 major league ballparks. And so the idea is we can bring that product to places like Tennessee, where it's very baseball rich, but they don't have the opportunity to see a major league team all the time. And we can put our biggest players on an even bigger stage and further build our brand.
There are so many venues that contact the commissioner's office because they want to be part of the action for good reason. They're all spectacles. They're fun to watch. What was the thought process behind the Bristol Motor Speedway? How did this location come to be?
Yeah, well, first of all, if you look around here, or if you go online and look at what Bristol Motor Speedway is, it truly is a coliseum. And we felt when we walked into this place several years ago and we looked at it, that there was no better stage to consider putting on a large-scale event that would bring two of our iconic franchises onto the infield of a racetrack to further bring out what's so great about baseball. You know, we've done amazing events. And at all those events, when we put them on, one of the key elements that you're all expecting and we all know has to happen is baseball. It's going to be a 9-inning game played in Bristol, Tennessee on August 2nd, 2025. But there's a storyline that these events allow us to put on. Saw it a few months ago in Birmingham, Alabama, when we told the story of the Negro League players and paid tribute to them. You've seen it in London when we've brought baseball across the pond. You saw it at Field of Dreams. To be able to bring the game here to Bristol and create storylines that tie into a faster-paced game, high energy, and big moments, this is the stage that we want to put that on at, and we're excited to be here.
And that's awesome. Well done, Jeremiah. Thank you. I got to ask you, Governor Lee, first ever MLB game in the state of Tennessee. That's exciting. What does that mean to the residents?
Yeah, Jeremiah mentioned this iconic sports event location. Like, this is a historically iconic place, and history will be made when you have a special game here. When we have a Speedway Classic and you bring together what is a very important spot in Tennessee to a very important event, which is a Major League Baseball game, like, history will be made right here. And that's what these special games are about, history. If you look at that Rickwood game and what happened there. By the way, Willie Mays played for the Chattanooga Choo-Choos in the 40s. And wherever these games land, history's made. And, you know, Tennessee has a long history of loving their sports, from the Grizzlies out to Memphis, the Predators, the Titans, the Volunteers just won the College World Series. We love our sports in this state, and we obviously love NASCAR. So what's about to happen is you're gonna see a response from people around the country, but people right here in Tennessee. This is the place to be.
And I'm sure you've seen some of the special MLB event games that they have put together over the years. So are you dreaming about what this is going to look like? And how do you envision it?
You know, if you haven't ever been here to an event, and I certainly have, there's something about this place that it just doesn't happen anywhere else. It's one of the reasons I know that you talked about this venue being the selection. To put a baseball field in the middle of this, even with the screen up there and all, this is going to be something to see. Once again, history be made.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Braves fans and Reds fans all throughout the state of Tennessee, correct?
Yeah, Braves fans and Red fans all throughout the state of Tennessee. You know, people say, well, we don't have a team here, but we have a lot of fans here. This is really exciting for the people of Tennessee, so we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, Jeremiah, I got to be honest, this is an incredible venue. It's also known, Bristol, Tennessee is known for country music, and it's like the birthplace of country music. Are we going to have a country music flair to this game August 2nd, 2025?
There's going to be entertainment and music tied into this event in a way that we've never been able to do because of the scale of the venue. If you walk around this venue and you see some of the photos of some of the acts that have come through here over the years and some of the great moments, music will be a big part of that, and we're definitely excited to be able to showcase that right alongside baseball, because baseball and music are synonymous with each other, and it's just something that we know will play very well for fans that are experiencing this event come next August.
One thing that a lot of people might not realize, even though they know Tennessee is known for its country music, Music City, USA is Nashville, but actually Bristol is the birthplace of country music. This is where it happened. Another reason why this is so historic. I kind of get excited thinking about just who you will have at this event for such a big deal.
I can tell you're fired up, Governor.
I'm
You're
very fired up
for this.
about it.
The actual impact on your state, what do you think an event like this will have on the impact of Tennessee?
Well, certainly it's, from an economic standpoint, it's hundreds of millions of dollars, and people will, there's economic development created. And if you're a governor, what that means is that opportunity for Tennesseans. But more importantly, what it does for me and for our state is it gives a picture to Americans of just how remarkable and how unique it is here. Whether, it happened when we had the NFL draft here, it happens when we have the Grand Prix, the Music City Grand Prix here, when we have these global sports events, the world sees what we know here in Tennessee, and it'll be an opportunity for people to see East Tennessee like they hadn't seen it, and see just why it is that so many people across this country are actually coming here and moving here and staying here. But it's a big showcase for us.
Awesome. Governor Lee, thank you so much. Jeremiah, great info. Thank you. I'm going to send it back over to Jamie. It looks like the governor's all in. He's fired up. He's got me fired up. Who are you with right now, Jamie?
Well, I have three legends representing both sports, and first up to my right, he's a former Atlanta Braves third baseman, who's an 8-time All-Star, the 1999 National League MVP, and a World Series champion in 1995. He is a Hall of Famer, Chipper Jones. And to his right, this is perfect for you. Chase is a Georgia native, grew up a Braves fan, 2020 NASCAR Cup Series winner. He won the All-Star race here at Bristol, drives the number 9 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. That's Chase Elliott. He's the most popular driver, by the way, if I didn't mention that. And to his right, Kevin Harvick. Well, what haven't you done in the sport? 2014 NASCAR Cup Series champion, 60 race wins. He's now hung up the steering wheel to join us in the broadcast booth for NASCAR on Fox. We're so happy to have you, Mr. Kevin Harvick. So, Chipper, good to see you here. Very different circumstances. We're actually standing on the diamond right now. What's your impression and your thoughts of getting to play baseball, if you ever could, right here at Bristol?
I never thought that I would see a baseball field on the infield of a NASCAR track, especially this one, knowing that, all these haulers and whatnot are packed in here like sardines. But it's really exciting to look at. We got the foul lines and whatnot. I'm a little worried about some of these lines over top, but certainly excited that the Atlanta Braves are going to be a part of this epic event.
And Chase, your thoughts? I mentioned you're a big Braves fan. I mean, now that you're here, you know the history of this place, what it's meant to you and your family. What do you think about a baseball game here?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Just, Bristol's always been a special place to me for that reason, being on the racing side, obviously. But just to be a Braves fan, and that's all I am. I just love baseball, love watching. Have gotten, a chance to get to know guys like Chipper and follow the Braves closely for a number of years now. So I hope we can come and watch in person. I'm not sure what our schedule is going to be next year, but I think it's going to be a great event, and everybody's going to enjoy it. So we'll see, and like I said, I just hope I can make it, selfishly.
Well, good to see you here. Good luck this weekend when they race over at Richmond. And Kevin, it's totally different for you. You have so much experience around this place. You know how crazy the fans are for racing. How do you think the fans of baseball will embrace this?
Well, the part that I'm the most excited about is I've seen what they've done for a football game here, and to see Bristol Motor Speedway full. And I think for a baseball game, I think will be great. But the thing that I think this puts into perspective is just the size of all these facilities. We heard Chipper talk about what it looks like with everything in the infield. But when you take everything out, I think people are actually shocked to see the size of a racetrack that we would call a short track. Now we're going to put a baseball field in the infield here, so I'm looking forward to it. I do have some choices, so I'm going to come watch, Chase. That's the great part about the retired life. We can make some decisions pretty early, but great event. Looking forward to coming and being a part of the event.
Great to have all three of you here. So we'll see you right here in a year from now. Hopefully you'll be racing. Hopefully you're here as well. Greg, we'll send it back over to you.
Yeah, Jamie, thank you very much. Joined on stage by Jerry Caldwell, the president of Bristol Motor Speedway. Jerry, good to see you. Walk me through how this collaboration came to be from your perspective.
Well, we are just thrilled to be here today. This has been years in the making. This has been a long conversation with our friends at Major League Baseball. It's been a wonderful collaboration to get to this undertaking. Bristol's the home of big events, and it certainly starts at the top with Marcus Smith and the Smith family and the platform that they give us to be able to put on amazing events, whether that's NASCAR events or football games or others. But it's also not possible without this entire community, state, region working together. And that we have to give kudos to Governor Bill Lee and the legislature and their support for this event, being able to pull it together, really leading the charge, reaching over and getting Governor Youngkin from Virginia and their delegation involved as well, and then down to the local level. There's been so many folks involved in pulling this together. So we're thrilled to be at this point and be able to make this thing real.
Yeah, I want to talk about the logistics because we're over a year out, and I have to assume the planning stages are already knee-deep, correct?
Absolutely. This will crank it up to another level, certainly, but this planning has been going on for years now, really, and we have the best in the business as it relates to that, led with Steve Swift from our operations team on being able to put on massive events whenever we host NASCAR races across our company, be able to put on football games here. This will go right along with that. And so when you bring the resources we have, amazing team, and then as well as the MLB resources, we'll have the best in the business putting this amazing event together.
So the conversations about making this reality had been taking place for years. I'm wondering, what was the reaction from Major League Baseball when they walked into this facility and the idea of having a game here came to be? What was the reaction like?
Well, one of my favorite things to do, being able to work here, is the privilege to bring people in and let them see this place for the first time, because you'll bring folks that have done it all. They've been all over the world, played in major events, and be able to see the size of this place. It's just massive, and there's nothing else like it in the world. So we love showing off Bristol Motor Speedway and then being able to host amazing events.
It's a beautiful facility. Jerry, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Greg.
Jamie, let's throw it back over to you.
Well done. Thanks, Greg. Yes, another couple of special guests. And to my right from the Cincinnati Reds, a two-time All-Star, a three-time Gold Glover, and a member of the 1990 World Series champions. He's a speedster who stole 80 bases in 1986 and 50 in 1987. Please welcome Eric Davis.
Thank you.
And to his right, well, he's kind of a newcomer still. You haven't been in the game in the NASCAR Cup Series very long. This is Ross Chastain. He drives the #1 Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing, 8th generation watermelon farmer. And the coolest thing about his victories, he's done it 4 times, stands on the roof of his race car and smashes a watermelon and shares it with the fans. So happy to have both of you here. And Eric, I want to know your opinion on the way that baseball has been played the last couple of years, the emphasis on speed, athleticism, and what you're seeing.
Well, as me growing up in the generation that I did, that's the way I learned how to play the game. You had to be good at everything that you did. And to be able to create runs by speed and excitement and making the defense have turnovers and things like that, errors and things of that nature. So it changes how you view the game. And when you have that asset like we have in Cincinnati, you can see why the fans in the league is so inspired by what we're doing.
Well, it's great to have you here. I imagine we're going to see you at this game next year, right?
Yeah, if I come down for the promos, I want to be down there for the real thing.
Heck yeah, we're going to see you here. Now, Ross, the racing that you've done here and all the different series of NASCAR, explain to the fans on both sides what it's like to race here and how the fans get behind you and how you hear them in this Coliseum.
Yeah, well, first off, I don't think I'll be able to make it. We'll be racing somewhere, unfortunately. But, yeah, it's almost indescribable to describe to somebody what it's like to race here. It's like Kevin said, we call this a short track, and then you get here, especially with everything out here, and it's honestly, even for me, it's a reminder of how massive this place is. But when it's filled up and with our fans for the night race especially, which will be about a month after the game next year, it is you feel it. You're vibrating on pit road before the race. Might be my heart beating that fast, especially my first couple night races, but lining up to go race here and then get going. When we get going, I have qualified last year, so I was on the backstretch when the leaders were taking the green. So that's a good emphasis or explanation of just how far we stretch around here, and it's not long before we've got cars all the way around. So it's hard to walk up the banking, and it's even harder to make lap time because everybody's so close together.
Yeah, and tell us about that lap time. I think you had the fastest time here in the spring in practice, if I'm not mistaken. How fast are you guys getting around this half mile?
You would know better than me. I 15 seconds, 14 seconds maybe, 16, somewhere in there. I'm not even sure, but it's a lot of on throttle time. So 3,400-pound race car, but we've got this fine-tuned race car to make lap time here. It's not going to do anything else very good, but it's going to go around Bristol really fast. So we love banking in NASCAR. That's what our cars really thrive on. We definitely put on a better show when we've got the banking to hold us, and we definitely have that here at Bristol.
Banking is definitely something to see in person. Well, Eric, Ross, great to see you gentlemen here. And for you watching live at home, we're going to take a break right now. But as Greg mentioned earlier, Bristol, Tennessee is the home, the birthplace actually, of country music. So please welcome East Tennessee's own, the Empty Bottle String Band.
it up to the Empty Bottle String Band from East Tennessee as we're back live at the Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee. It's Greg Amsinger with you. Let's learn more about the two teams that are going to play here August 2nd, 2025. The Atlanta Braves, they won the World Series in 2021. Last year's MVP, Ronald Acuna Jr., he'll be back flexing his talent along with Chris Sale, who could win the Cy Young this year for the Atlanta Braves. On the other side, one of the most dynamic young players in the sport, 22-year-old Elly De La Cruz. He'll be here strutting his stuff in this incredible venue. Let's learn more about the two clubs. They'll be center stage next year at the Bristol Motor Speedway.
Athleticism on display.
There is some specialness happening with this ball club. Oh, goodness, that ball had a family! Absolutely sensational. Folks, you better come down to the ballpark. The Braves are the kings of the East. And Atlanta locks it on. The hottest team in baseball. There's some kind of fun to watch.
Reds are going to be good next year. It's going to be a good baseball game, folks. And again, the state is split between Reds fans and Braves fans. Now, an event of this magnitude requires partners to work together. Major League Baseball is partnering with Populous, a global architectural firm, to make transformation of this iconic racetrack into a baseball stadium. Now, let's watch this video that Populous put together to give us a sense of what it's going to look like. Watch. Tease of what we're going to expect next summer here in Bristol. Joining me now, the magician that's going to make all of that happen, Murray Cook. He's with Brightview, another MLB partner. Murray's been responsible for turning many surfaces into Major League ballparks and diamonds. I mean, I'm going through the list here, Murray. Soccer pitch in London, a rugby field in Australia, a cornfield in Iowa. I don't know how you do it, man. How are you going to turn a racetrack into a baseball field?
Well, first of all, Greg, it takes a lot of folks to make this happen, right? You know, we got a great team with the Populous and our folks at BAM Productions who helps us build all these things. And really, this is kind of like a London build. We're going to have to come in and do a lot of leveling, right, because of the pit and the areas. So we'll be bringing in about 16,000 tons of gravel to get this thing leveled out. And obviously where it's situated, it has really good dimensions at 330 down the lines, 400 to center field. So we're excited with it goes, but we got a good group to put together.
Drainage, if it rains, what's the science behind that? How do you figure that out?
Well, obviously this is a great big pool of water here when it rains, so there's drains already there. We're going to lay two sets of drain systems under it. A lot of engineering going into that. So we have a lot draining area, and we also have an area for draining all of our soils on top of the field. So we'll make it work.
Are there any alterations to what we're looking at right now that you're going to have to do to the racetrack?
Yeah, several. Obviously, the Goodyear building, part of that comes down. There's a couple of the low walls that are out there also have to be demoed and put back in later on, and one of the high walls too, for it to fit just right. The location of the field now is almost where it goes. Obviously, we're just off to the right of Colossus, which is important, so we can play a game there with no issues with the ball hitting that. But we're also going to protect that too, just like we did in London. We had to put chicken wire over top of those, but we're going to use netting this time instead of chicken wire.
So when you walk into these venues and you look at all the challenges, right? That's got to be what you do. You see what's the most difficult part of making this happen. What would be the most challenging here at the Bristol Motor Speedway?
Yeah. Overall, I think it's just, when we're looking at, we came and looked at this in 2017, I actually looked at it online and said, this could work. At that time, Colossus wasn't there early on, and then Colossus came in. But, then we said, well, let's take a look at it later on. So Colossus portrayed us some issues, but we got around that and able to figure it out. Got a good team.
Hey, you're the guy, Murray Cook. Well done. Thank you so much for joining us, man. He's making it all happen here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Yes, a round of applause for him. I don't know how he's going to do it. It really is incredible. I want to go over to Jamie. Now, she's in the infield, where you're going to see the outlines that Murray mentioned of the actual baseball field. That's going to be the surface. Now, we're going to give everyone a sense of where exactly the field's going to be. Jamie, this is an incredible location, is it not?
It really is. And normally for a race weekend, this is the garage. This is where all the haulers are. It's where all the teams are working, all the race cars are. But today, we're in the middle of a baseball diamond. How cool is that? Well, NASCAR, MLB, they've come together, Bristol Motor Speedway, for a special unveiling to honor this big announcement today. So joining me are the mascots for both teams. First up for the Reds and the Braves, we've got Mr. Red Lakes, Rosie Red, and Blooper. He's ready. Are you guys ready? Are you all ready? I'm going to step out and count you guys down for the big unveiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's beautiful, Jamie. Is it not?
Look at that. Speedway Classic 2025.
All right, but I hear there's more. Matter of fact, are there engines revving right now? Can we point our attention to the track? Are there about to be engines revving? Let's focus in here. What's going on?
Well, I'll tell you, it wouldn't be an announcement at Bristol Motor Speedway without actual race cars. So we're going to hear them fire it up here momentarily as the photo op continues over here with the unveiling of the logo.
Now, you did say it takes, 15 seconds to get around this track, Jamie?
Yeah, did you like that, Ross Chastain? He's like, I don't even know how fast. They're just fast. They're over 100 miles an hour around this place.
Okay, so I'm trying to connect it to Major League Baseball. Ellie De La Cruz goes home to home in 15 seconds. Think about that. So one of the fastest players in the sport, arguably the fastest, will be here strutting his stuff, Bristol Motor Speedway.
It's all about speed. Did you hear that, Greg?
Are the engines revving now?
Fired
yes.
up! Welcome to the racetrack. As you look down to turns 3 and 4, they'll be pulling out onto the racetrack to give us a little glimpse of the special logos that you'll be seeing. And it's all about the wraps on these race cars, Greg. You know that. The sponsors, the beautiful paint schemes. We're going to have a special couple for you as they make their way out onto the racetrack right now. And I believe Atlanta Braves up first. Cincinnati Reds to the outside. And there they go.
Let's see who wins this race. Braves or Reds?
I know it's an unveiling, Greg, but, a little competition never hurt anybody.
Yeah, I think FanDuel has the odds favoring Cincinnati.
Really take a look at the banking here when they go down into 3 and 4. Just how steep that is. You could step up onto the banking, reach out and touch it.
They're getting after it.
And that was the finish line right there.
Why make just one lap? Oh, the competition is real.
Well, you let drivers behind the wheel, they're not going to give it up easily.
It's amazing.
I think they're being told they need to come in. We need to continue our program here, Greg.
Oh, my goodness. They don't want to stop. If I'm a Reds fan or a Braves fan, to see cars fly around this track with my favorite logo on it fires me up for what we're going to see August 2nd of 2025. And these cars are going to eventually pull in, and we'll chat with the guys inside of them. But that was so exciting to watch here at this iconic venue, the Bristol Motor Speedway.
And they're driving down pit road right now. That is the front stretch pit road. There's actually 2 pit roads that make it very unique at Bristol Motor Speedway, front stretch and back stretch. As they bring it in, oh, the Reds He stalled it for a second. Oh, going to give us a little burnout action.
Oh, I love it. Oh, this is everything I wanted to see, Jamie. I got to be honest. This is what I wanted to see.
Well, you got to smell the tires, got to smell the fuel, and got to hear the roar of these engines if you're at the racetrack, Greg. So welcome. I know it's your first time at a track.
Yeah, I'm a baseball guy, but I'm getting into this. I am getting into this. Well, driving the Cincinnati Reds car, Ross Chastain, and driving the Atlanta Braves car, Chase Elliott. Give it up for them for the show they just put on. They're going to partake in a photo op with the mascots to really enhance the experience here in Bristol, Tennessee. That was so fun to watch.
That was awesome. So they'll climb from their cars. So these 3 cars are wrapped specially for today's announcement. You may see the cars out and about promoting the race in the lead up to next summer's big event. So we have 1 year of promoting this. So tell your friends, bring your family. It's all about family. NASCAR, baseball. This is a perfect place to try something so different. As Ross Chastain just climbed from the Cincinnati Reds machine, he's got the watermelon on top of his helmet. The Watermelon Man, as we like to call him. NASCAR's most popular, Chase Elliott, climbs from his race car. They'll all gather here for a special commencement photo. Got Chipper Jones in there, the mascots. Eric Davis, Kevin Harvick.
No, just a reminder, because I know I'm excited fans at home watching this are as well. If you're interested in attending this game next August, now is the time to register. Go to MLB.com/Speedway Classic to input all of your information. You're going to be notified when the ticket sales process begins. So again, it's MLB.com/Speedway Classic. But yeah, this photo op is money. A symbolic moment to kickstart the year-long momentum that is definitely going to begin for the Speedway Classic. It's a game that you'll see on Fox, and Jamie, your cohorts at Fox Sports do a great job. I can't wait to see the aerial images of baseball fans filling up the Bristol Motor Speedway for this baseball game on Fox. It's going to be a blast to watch.
I cannot wait to watch and what they're going to be able to do and all the different camera locations. They will have it covered. But just like you mentioned, the photos, the videos that you see, the aerial shots of what it's going to look like. And this is just the way it is for a racetrack right now. Wait till they bring the turf in here and everything is set up to look like a baseball stadium. It's going to be incredible.
And I know there are local baseball superstars that are happy to see Tennessee get the spotlight. Mookie Betts from the state of Tennessee, Sonny Gray as well, Evan Carter of the Texas Rangers, who broke out in the World Series as a rookie with the Texas Rangers. Fun to watch. But yeah, Jamie, I know you're standing by with someone very important. Take it away.
Yes, well, Marcus Smith, he is the president and CEO of Speedway Motorsports, and you've been part of a lot of big events, Marcus. So, I mean, to be here once again for something we've never seen or done before, what does this mean to you?
Well, I'm just so proud of our whole team at Bristol Motor Speedway, proud of NASCAR and Major League Baseball, and of course the state of Tennessee. This takes a lot of teamwork, it takes a lot of creativity and passion, and our whole team here, speaking just for my Speedway family, they've worked so hard on this for quite some time, and I'm really proud of them.
How about the buzz? Because this goes beyond racing. Everybody's talking about this event and how are they going to do it? What are we going to see? Just the impact it has on you guys and the racetrack.
Yeah, I think both for NASCAR, for baseball, we love these special events. We love our sports, and then we kind of have these really cool tentpole opportunities in a season to look forward to, and that's what this event's going to be, I think, for both NASCAR fans and Major League Baseball fans. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. And also joining us, the Commissioner of Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, Mark Ezell. Good to have you. This is a great day for you, I would assume.
We are fired up. It's the first time that we'll have people coming to Tennessee. They love our music, our mountains, our food, our people, and now Major League Baseball here in Tennessee. We're really excited.
Well, we know that your fans are diehards for anything sport-related, especially NASCAR here in this state. How about the fans that are going to be coming from other states? What can they expect when they come here to your beautiful state?
Well, we know that that this is going to be a party in Northeast Tennessee, and especially with Bristol being such a great host. I mean, imagine we've got America's pastime with the last great Coliseum and 100,000 people. Does it get any better than that? So we're great at taking care of visitors when they come to Tennessee. This is going to be epic.
When you drove through, everybody got to come through the tunnel, the one way into this short racetrack. What was your thought and opinion when you just saw everything that is racing and then you saw the diamond right here in the middle?
It's incredible. I've been here where we've had 100,000 people enjoying a weekend and a great race here at Bristol, and to think they get Major League Baseball combined with that and our music, it's going to be really special.
We have a little bit of that music today. We're loving it. Enjoy it. Congratulations to you and your great state of Tennessee.
Proud of all the people that came together to put this on.
Absolutely. Great. Back to you.
Yeah, Jamie, it's a baseball tradition to have a ceremonial first pitch. We have two teams. Let's have two first pitches. We have Eric Davis, Chipper Jones, Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, and Kevin Harvick all getting ready to throw out two first pitches on what will be the site of next year's game. Catching with some local youth players who are also huge baseball fans. So up first are the Atlanta Braves. Guys, go ahead. Let's see what you got.
We're talking to some music people right now.
All right. Well done.
With Major League Baseball.
And then we have one more ceremonial first pitch. All you Cincinnati Reds fans get locked in. Eric Davis, let's see what he's got. I remember him throwing people out from center field. All right, ED, let's see what you got. Ceremonial first pitch number 2 on its way.
Really? That's our cap law? Yeah. Okay.
All right, well done, well done. Hey, soon after the first pitch, we normally hear play ball, but we're going to have to wait and be patient until next year for that. Now, following this event, we're going to have some local youth players participate in a play ball clinic here on the future site of the field. Now, as a reminder, if you're interested in attending this spectacle, you got to come. Go to MLB.com/Speedway Classic to register right now to be notified for when tickets go on sale. Well, that's going to conclude our event today. On behalf of Jamie Little and myself, Greg Amsinger, I want to thank everyone for attending today's festivities. We're excited to start the countdown to the MLB Speedway Classic next August in Bristol, Tennessee. It's Bristol, baby!